Welcome everyone to another episode of Bruvcast. I'm Raj. There's no Mick. There's no Sittle. There's no Hiren. So I decided to ask Guggan to join the episode today.
Still hurts.
Welcome to Bruvcast.
I can't believe I was rock bottom on that list.
Just for the record, we actually spent about 7 minutes probably.
That was only 7 minutes?
Doing an episode.
That was only 7 minutes?
I think it was 7 minutes.
Shut the front door. It felt so much longer.
Well, that's lovely to know that.
Well, it's also lovely to know that I was rock bottom on your list of people to ask and do an episode with.
Well, buckle up, people. This is going to get fun. Okay, so Guggan has decided gracefully to join Bruvcast this week.
Damn.
And one thing that I do want to let you know, and this, I just want you to be aware of this. When I realized that Mick wasn't available, and Hiren wasn't available, and Sittle wasn't available. Okay,
and every other person on the planet wasn't available.
I wanted to see if I could create an AI version of Mick.
So fucking rude. It's so rude.
What? It's not rude.
So hold on a second.
I'll ask for his permission.
So
I'll ask for his permission.
You went through all your human friends, all of them. I'm counting them on my finger. I've ran out of fingers. And then you decided, oh, you know what? I'll create an AI friend.
Synthetic Mick.
Because who else could I possibly ask? And then you realize, oh, wait. What did you see? The ring on your finger and realize, oh, shit, I'm married. I could ask my wife.
Oh, for the record, we've definitely spoken about doing an episode multiple times.
We have indeed. Yeah. And yet you have never brought it up to actually do it.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't. You've never actually brought it up.
I think we haven't discussed it because we haven't really talked about exactly how we would frame it.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
No way, dude.
Well, you're here and welcome.
Okay.
Welcome.
This is not the last of that conversation.
Welcome to Bruvcast. Obviously, Guggan has been on Bruvcast before with Nish twice. So this is the first time we have this format. So maybe we'll have Mick and Nish do like a team.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You could call it the Nick episode.
Why?
Because oh my god, I was going to say Mish and Nick.
Well,
Nick and Mish.
Oh, yeah. Mick and Nish, or could be Nick and Mish. Yeah.
I didn't do that on purpose,
but most people do get his name wrong. But yeah. So I want to ask you: do you have a struggle to share?
Oh man,
I know you've already done it before, but
that was really only 7 minutes.
You know what? The reason why I think it's going to be better this time is because sometimes, I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but if you're writing an email or if you're writing a project or doing something and you lose it, has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, and then I lose it and I have to walk away.
Oh no, but then you have to obviously redo it.
Yeah, and the second time's always better. I get it. Okay, all right, Mr.
But that's
Positivity.
But that's what happens. So what's the struggle?
My struggle is that my husband let me talk for 10 minutes and then didn't hit record.
That's the newest. But what was the actual struggle?
I will tell it again. My struggle is that we are going to travel to Mexico for a wedding. Just you and I. And we have an offspring that we're leaving with my parents, who is staying, obviously staying here with my parents, but not going with us. And we've never left her entire life. She's never, outside of nursery, obviously, she's never been without us for that long at the same time. And then obviously she's going to be struggling. So there's that component. You kind of feel a little bit guilty. But then I think the second part is like, I mean, we've been trying to get mom and dad to like adjust and her to adjust to mom and dad while we're here so we can give pointers and stuff. But seeing her like upset, like really upset during that, like, it's just bedtime, right? The bedtime
is when, but in the daytime, she's fine.
Yeah, because half the time she's like, bye yaya, which is banana. And Nani and Nana are like, okay, more sugar? Okay.
Yeah, so but even when she's going to the park and stuff,
she's living her best life during the daytime. But bedtime's always been a struggle for her. She's always struggled with sleep and all that. Even naps, she's fine with mom, but it's bedtime. So, a bit nervous about that. And I don't know. I mean, mom and dad have been like they'll power through it. They'll be fine. And they've said that as well. But they've also said, like, you guys are going, so make sure you enjoy it. And don't worry about her or us. We'll be fine.
Mm.
And it's like, that's what I was trying to tell mom earlier. Like, I can't just not worry about her. And then I asked mom, I was like, when you would leave us, didn't you think about us and worry about us when you weren't near us? And then she proceeds to give me an example. When I was 2, maybe 3 months old, she's pretty sure I was 2 months old, her and my dad and just went to a wedding in LA, which was a 5-hour drive away. And they left me with my grandparents at home.
2 months?
I was 2 months. And mom was like, you were fine. I was fine. I was like, you slept? She's like, oh, we slept great.
Oh, wait, they stayed there?
Yes. They went to a wedding in LA.
Yeah, but wedding could be day and like...
What Indian wedding do you know that is a day?
Yeah, but no, but I'm saying if you've got 2 months, maybe you go just for the wedding and you come back.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was saying.
So how many nights did they stay for?
I don't know, a couple nights at least.
Damn.
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
But how were you feeding then?
I was on bottle.
Oh.
Back then, it was like formula was like king.
Because because they switched it up. Now they've gone back to breast is best.
Yeah. Already.
That's what I'm just. This is the research I did, man.
Okay.
I did not research breasts. I researched breast milk. Anyway, that is a struggle. It's a joint struggle. I will also be sharing that struggle because it's the longest time. You have to close that door because...
Oh, God.
Just for the record, we're trying to find a room that is not going to have sound from external non-podcast members, i.e. Guggen's parents. But maybe we should just bring your dad on for jokes.
But at the same time, we need our door open so we can actually hear if our daughter wakes up.
Yeah, we do.
The struggle is real.
Yeah.
Is this my turn to ask you what your struggle is?
I was just going to say I have the same struggle.
No, you can't just cop out and take my struggle.
No, but it is true though. It's definitely true. It's top of mind.
But that's it?
That's the top of mind struggle. Yeah.
I think you just copped out.
Well, I can't just... That's number one for me. Okay, so I'll tell you a struggle. I'll tell you another one.
Was it finding someone for this episode?
That was,
Okay.
But that wasn't like a big one. This one...
We should have gotten some Dairy Queen.
Oh, yeah, I don't know, but our UK listeners don't know what Dairy Queen is.
They'll never know.
It's like the OG, but that's where McDonald's got their McFlurry from, right? It wasn't...
I'm pretty sure.
They never had a McFlurry before that.
I don't think so, no. But I haven't fact checked, so I can fact check, but I don't know.
No fake news here.
No, we're not trumpets.
Trumpets. What were you going to ask me? You were going to say to me, do I have a struggle to share?
I did say to you, do you have a struggle?
I do have a struggle.
Uh-huh.
I was going to reserve this for Mick.
Okay. Lovely.
Just because I don't know if you're going to be able to relate to it. But you know what? In the spirit of... I don't know what.
Me being a clear backfill, last resort.
No, let's see if you can. Let's see if you can relate to this.
Okay, but if I can't, you're just gonna have to move on quickly.
No, you'll be. I think you'll be able to relate to it. Okay. Maybe not the same way, but maybe in a different way.
Okay, come on, get to it.
So we over the weekend went to a winery.
Oh, winery. We also went to a bar.
We went to a winery and we went to a bar. Not on the same day. Different days. It wasn't a bar at the winery. It was just a bar on one day and a winery on another day.
Yes, that's what we just said.
At the winery, I was meeting my brother-in-law or cousin brother-in-law.
Yeah, my cousin.
Yes.
We were meeting.
Yeah, we were meeting, but when I was doing my meeting part of him and greeting him, I went to shake his hand and he went to give me a fist bump.
Oh God, did you?
And then I was like, oh, So then I swapped.
And then he swapped.
Yeah, I swapped my handshake for a fist bump, and then he swapped his fist bump for a handshake, and then they just all touched. And it was so awkward. It was so awkward.
You didn't laugh it off?
No, I didn't even. I just moved on and started greeting everybody else.
That's so weird.
I think we were both so awkward with that interaction that we were like, let's just brush past. Let's not even laugh about it.
How could you not just naturally laugh?
No,
I would have. If I saw you guys doing that, I would have laughed.
it was
I was like, what the hell?
It was a mess. It was an absolute mess.
This was before the wine too.
This was before the wine.
That's hella funny.
Yeah. The funniest thing is when we were saying bye.
You did the same thing again.
No, when we were saying bye, I went to hug him. I think I went to hug him, and then he thought we were doing the shake hands thing again, and then it was another mess. So
that's hella funny. That's embarrassing. That's something I would do.
My question to you is that relatable? Does that happen with women? Because you just when you're meeting each other, you just like hugging or kissing. Don't women kiss each other as well sometimes?
On the cheek?
Yeah.
Yep. It's not like how I kiss her.
No, but like if you're meeting someone,
you have to cut her name now. No, it's not like a smooch. It's like a.
But some people.
But I don't really do that to anybody. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but have you ever been in an interaction where someone has led with that, and then you don't really?
Yeah, all the time because it's not my go-to.
But for some people, it is.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, we're doing that, and then I'm like, oh, okay.
But the standard with women is hugs, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, but do you have the side hug?
Can I tell you a cringe one?
Okay.
I don't know why I am the way that I am. Basically, we as part of like a work training thing, they had us go in groups to this like off-site couple-day negotiations training.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, I don't know if you've ever been part of these, but where the teacher is teaching you like, I don't know.
Like role playing.
Yeah. So when you show up, they are so like mean and scary.
Oh, for negotiation.
Like you don't know they're doing it on purpose.
Oh.
But they're so rude and like they come like don't say anything, very serious face, look around at everybody. If you make a peep, they'll like stare you down, they'll call you out.
What?
It's pretty intense. Like the first day you're like, what the hell? And so you get there in the afternoon, you have this introduction and they're in character the whole time.
And you have no idea.
And like it's just really weird. If you move or you're like going through your bag and you grab a pen or something, they'll stare at you. Like it's just like very uncomfortable. I can't even I'm probably not describing it the best way, but whatever. And then you also have dinner as a team.
Okay.
And they are there as well in character the whole time.
And what's the course? The
negotiations training.
Right.
Then the following morning they're still in character, but then I think after the first session or something, they break character and they tell you what's going on. Anyway, so it was fine, but you still feel kind of funny with this like instructor because you're like, what the hell just happened? We do the training for 3 days, and then a couple months later, you kind of during those couple months, you kind of use what you've learned, and then they come back for a check-in to the office, and they do another session, and then they do one-on-ones. So I've only met this person like once. And I go in for my one-on-one and I was like, oh my gosh, hi. And I gave her this big hug. And she's like, oh, we're doing hugs now? And it was so awkward.
Oh.
Can you imagine seeing a professor or somebody like who's like, not a peer, and then just going up to them and giving them a very big hug?
Why did you give them a hug?
I don't know. I think I was very nervous about meeting her.
Because you thought she might still be in character?
No, it was just awkward.
And then what did you do after that? Did she hug you back?
She was just like,
oh, she froze. Oh,
what do you do?
That's the
She just
worst.
went like pat, pat, pat. And then she was like, okay. And I was like, I don't know.
Oh, you didn't even get like an arm back? Like,
I don't remember.
Her arm didn't.
I just remember I was too deep in. I was too far into like, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm even thinking about that right now. My face is burning.
That's awkward.
Yeah.
And then you had to then have a meeting.
Yeah.
And
And there was another time that they come back.
But then after the meeting, how did you? Because you have to greet as well, right? What did you?
I waved. Bye.
Okay, lovely.
I did not hug her again. It's so weird.
Yeah, that is bizarre.
But yeah,
That is very
Didn't hug her.
strange.
Oh, okay.
What? Why are you watching the clock?
Has it been 20 minutes?
No.
Okay.
It's been 15 minutes. This is going to be a shorter episode. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's not going to be our usual 1 hour session. However, I did have a listener struggle.
Oh.
Can I play AI Mick? Can we just test AI Mick?
Oh God. What, am I not doing a good job?
No, I just want to see if we can like.
Do I actually have a choice?
Yeah, be AI Mick. Okay. All right. Hi, AI Mick. How are you?
Hi, what's up? I'm good, bruv. How's it going with you?
It's good. Your voice is slightly hoarse. What's going on with that?
Probably just a bit of a glitch, innit? But I'm here and ready to chat. What's on your mind today?
Well, basically, the real Mick isn't available, so I've brought you in, and Gagan is here, my wife. So, you're basically going to fill in for the real Mick. Is that all right?
Absolutely. I'm here to fill in. What do you two want to chat about? Anything specific on your minds?
Yeah, we've got a struggle from the listener, and I might ask you your opinions about that.
Sure thing. Lay it on me. What's the struggle? We'll sort it out together.
All right, okay. Let's bring him back in a minute. So it's not bad, is it?
Yeah.
Sounds a little bit more like
No.
Del Boy, like from East London. But you don't know Del Boy. You don't know the reference.
I was just going to say not Indian.
Definitely does not sound Indian. Only Fools and Horses was a show, and there was a character called Del Boy in that, and he
chewed gum a lot.
Why? No.
Because he's like.
Why would that be?
It sounds like that guy when he was talking. He had something like.
No, he sounded like he was from East London.
Oh.
Like East London boy.
Do they sound like they have gum or something in their mouth? Chewing gum?
No, that's the Banwalas.
Oh, okay.
They're like, get your hole. Right, sir. That's what they say.
Okay, all right. Anyway.
Right, listener struggle. Let's get into it. Okay.
This is gonna be a quick one.
Yes, it will be a quick one. My partner and I.
And hi?
My partner. This is an anonymous.
Oh, so I shouldn't read out the name?
No.
Okay.
My partner and I have very different approaches to managing our household finances. I believe in meticulous budgeting and saving for future, often tracking every expense. My partner, however, is more spontaneous with spending and doesn't always see the need for strict financial planning. This often leads to disagreements, especially when unexpected expenses arise. I'm concerned about our long-term financial security if we can't find a middle ground. Do I continue to push for a more structured approach to our finances, potentially causing friction and making my partner feel restricted, or do I try and be more relaxed about spending, even though it makes me anxious about our future?
What is this platform you're using?
This is just Google Forms.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's where we...
Sorry, I missed the last part. Could you open it up?
That's how we get our questions from our listeners.
No, I missed the question. I wasn't listening.
What were you looking at? Just the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I continue?
Do I continue?
Okay, look, yeah. I feel like you and I are kind of similar in this, right?
This is why I thought I'd bring it up.
But I mean, I'm not like I spend more and worry less about. Not spend more. I spend without being as worried about it because we earn money to spend it. You are a
squirrel.
Yes, that's exactly where you are. But I feel like we have found our common ground.
How did we get there? because this person.
Because I had to chill you the F out, man. You would freak out over every little thing.
But good you.
Yeah, but I had to basically pull you towards me. And yes, okay, fine. I used to spend more, but I don't feel like I spent beyond my means. Now, if your partner is spending beyond their means, that is a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
Right? But I think we kind of got to a point also we got to a point where I mean, I just spend the money and you save it.
I think that's where we've ended up.
Yeah, so
yeah.
But also you have learned to like relax a bit with spending money.
I think mine goes down to my parents.
It
for
always
sure.
does. For everybody.
Like
yeah.
they weren't about spending, and they were like save. Why are you raising your eyebrows?
I don't think that's true.
What do you mean that's not
I don't
true?
think that's I think for mom, yeah.
When they're older.
What?
Now they're older, they're more spending.
No, I don't think that's true for both your parents.
Okay, dad is a bit liberal.
Has always been that way.
I think he's been less liberal earlier. Because he would take the shower, man. He didn't want to buy the shower thing. And our Hoover was mummified. There was cracks in the pipe. And instead of buying a new pipe or a new Hoover, he used black tape, gaffer tape to wrap that shit up.
Oh my God.
So
yeah, but I feel like you've told me other stories that would explain why that was probably being done.
But there's definitely 100% he was more inclined to spend than my mom was.
Yeah.
And I think as he's got older and he's retired, it's increased. He's even more kind of like liberal with spending it.
Yeah.
But for me, I think there's something about, like, it's called this scarcity mindset. You always feel like there's never enough. So even if that's like, it comes to me with stupid things. Like if I'm eating something, then I'm like, oh, I'm going to save this for later. And then sometimes I never even eat it.
Yeah, like the salad I threw away a couple days ago.
Yeah, see? This is what it is.
But
so that's what I've had to overcome.
And it's funny because I grew up with both my parents being super savers. Like, mom will tell you she would give dad $20 and she'd check his wallet like a month later and that $20 would still be in his wallet. Like, I am convinced my parents are more good Jew than yours. I'm convinced that maybe we do have some good Jew blood in our family tree. But I think because my parents were very frugal and cautious with their spending, it made me want to make sure that I always had enough income to be able to spend how I want to without worrying about it. Like, I didn't want to be, I still don't ever want to be in a position where if I want something, I can't get it. So
in this scenario, this person is saying...
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot about that question. No, but...
They want some guidance. They want to know, like, I'm a meticulous... I am tracking.
This is literally what we were doing. This is
I
literally
was definitely doing... I had a spreadsheet.
Yeah, I know.
I still have a spreadsheet.
And I do as well, but I think...
But mine was a bit out of control. Like, I was definitely like
hyper saver.
Every single thing that I would be spending, I would be tracking and just seeing how much. And but it was the thing that I realized when I stopped doing it to that level was it doesn't make a difference. It wasn't making that much of a difference. Like, I wasn't actually saving more by tracking it that obsessively.
It was just to like, I know what you're talking about because I do the same thing. I did the same thing. I still do the same thing. It's just knowing what you have.
It's important. It's definitely important to know what you have, and it's important to spend within your means and make sure that you're tracking it somehow and you're knowing what your outgoings are and what your incomings. That's 100%. You should be doing that.
Yeah,
I think that's important. But it's gonna be a lot of friction, and we definitely had that.
Oh, 100%.
And I think sometimes we still get caught in that where I would say something because it is my tendency. It happened. Was it today? Was it yesterday? You wanted a coffee.
It was yesterday, and you basically were telling me that I've had coffee. I've gone out and gotten coffee every single day, and I was like, and
Yeah, it's true. But that's what I'm saying. This is an example
no,
of that.
but you just didn't want to go get me coffee.
Okay, there was also that factor involved because I wanted. It was long to drive, man.
But then you were like, "Oh, it's not going to take that." Okay, anyway, different conversation.
But that's what I'm saying. Though it's a tendency. Habits are hard to grow out of.
Habits die hard.
Yeah, and you need to
Oh God,
get out of it. Like,
yeah.
But you need to
find a common ground. Also, we make money to spend it.
Well,
sorry. You shouldn't be stressed about it. Like, you know what I mean? If it's within your means, that is the key underlying factor.
Some people are really struggling right now. Like, if you're really,
but this person's not that situation. They're just a meticulous saver.
Yeah, they're not saying that they're trying. They're saying it makes me. I don't want my partner to feel restricted. But I don't want to be anxious about our future. Yeah, but that means the current is not that. There's not a current concern with finance. That's how I'm reading that. Yeah. It's not a current concern with finances. So it's more about.
It's just a mindset. I think the biggest thing is just. I mean, I think there was a point where I was saving. Okay, but for a very small period of my life, I was like, I'm just gonna save. But then I realized all I was doing was working, and I was like, I want to like enjoy it. What the hell? I'm working all the time. Like, I should be able to enjoy my money, my hard work, aka my money. But yeah, it's just you have to be able to spend within your means. If you're spending within your means, then I also feel like if you can't have an honest conversation with your partner about these things, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, but it's hard for some people. What? We found it hard.
No way. Are you serial?
What?
Before we got engaged, when I was like dating and stuff, the biggest piece of advice that I got was like, before you settle down with anybody,
talk about money.
Yeah, you talk about your finances.
Did we? Did
yes.
We talk about in the beginning? Before we like sealed the deal?
It was around we got engaged. It was after we got engaged, because it's not just.
Oh yeah, we did. I remember we had a conversation.
Yeah, because I needed to know what is each other's financial situation. Because the other piece of advice is actually to get a prenup, because the debt factor after you get married, like, I don't know about England.
We didn't discuss a prenup.
No, I know we didn't, because I learned that after the fact.
Wait, hold on. You're giving a lot of different advice here. This couple's already married. You're now talking prenups and stuff.
No, but the thing is, like, okay, fine. You can just ignore that part. But talking about finances before you get engaged and before you get married, is a big piece of a relationship, right? Because you need to understand how you guys individually view it and manage it, because there is a debt factor. Like, if I was more prone to being in debt, credit card debt, whatever, there's numerous different kinds of debt, and you weren't, or the other way around, which is actually what I was trying to find out from you. If you were like,
do you have like 100 store cards
and then like thousands of pounds worth of debt? I need to know that, because that is a very different than my financial values. So it's just aligning with.
But there's that, and there's also, okay, that's one part. Are you in debt?
Yeah, but being in debt is also
a indicator of how you handle your finances.
Yeah, because that means you're just like buying stuff. I mean,
living outside your means.
Exactly. But I think that at the core, that if at the core of it you guys are aligned, then the spending habits and stuff and the mindset around the spending is, I think, something you can navigate through together, which is what we did.
Yeah. That's what we did. But
I just basically told you to stop looking at the spending.
No, but then we also, I think we also came to the agreement of saving and spending, and that split down the middle.
Yeah.
Like, that to me helped.
Yeah, because you only ever see our savings, and I only ever see the spending. Like, you don't actually ever see our credit card bill, which is what we put all of our spending on.
Yeah. I don't, yeah.
It's really shit advice.
It's whatever works. It's whatever works.
Yeah.
But you need to talk. You need to talk to your partner about it, because chances are, if this is on your mind, it's on their mind.
Yeah, because which is what would happen with us. I would be more comfortable spending, and it would drive me bonkers when you would be stressing out about every single thing I bought, or like anytime we spent money, you'd be like worried about it.
Yeah.
And it is stressful to the person who's also spending it too, because you're like, oh great, do I have to go ask for permission now? Like,
And that's
what's
not
the
nice.
situation?
That's not a nice situation to be in.
So it's just.
But it's not necessarily the fault of the person that is in that mindset. It's just something that they need to deal with, isn't it?
It's both sides.
Yeah.
You both need to learn how to manage the relationship there. I mean, you just have to be able to talk to your partners.
Yeah.
But hopefully you have one partner, not partners.
Multiple partners. Shall
Oh,
we?
maybe if you're into that, you do you, boo.
Should we ask AI Mick?
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm just gonna very quickly
Copy and paste it, or read it?
Copy and paste it, and then see if AI Mick has anything to say. I wonder how good he's gonna be about it. Let's see. Hi, AI Mick. What do you think about that, bruv?
Hey there. So about that question, it's a tricky one, isn't it? It's all about finding that sweet spot between planning and living in the moment. Each person's approach has its strengths. It's like balancing a seesaw. You need both sides to make it work. What do you think? You reckon they'd be up for trying a bit of both?
What do you mean, seesaws?
I mean, balancing both perspectives. Like a seesaw where both sides need to find an equilibrium. One side's about structured planning, the other's about spontaneity. They both have value, and finding that middle ground is key. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but bruv, how are they going to do that?
They could start by having an open chat about their priorities. Lay it all out, like what really matters to each of them financially. Then that way they cover the important stuff together and still have a bit of freedom. It's all about small steps and understanding each other's perspectives. What do you think?
Yeah, that's good, man. Thanks. I don't think AI Mick's got the same kind of je ne sais quoi as
the OG Mick.
As the OG Mick. So I think I've learned my lesson not to bring Mick AI Mick.
I mean, he basically said what we said, just
in
more
a Del Boy
AI.
accent. In a Del Boy accent.
Whatever that is. In an East London accent.
I think that's us.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
For today.
I'm really tired.
Thank you, Gagan. I really appreciate it. I
know
do
what?
want to say,
anytime you have no one else to turn to or AI to lean on, you're more than welcome.
It was actually, honestly, it was good. It was good. I think I'd do it again. It was
fucking great. Thanks.
No,
glad to hear that after 4 years of marriage.
No, I think it was a good discussion.
Yeah, but next time
I learned something that I didn't know about you. I didn't know that there was that weird hug situation with the professor.
Yeah. Well, next time you can't find anybody else on the planet to record with.
You won't be at the bottom of the list. You'll be up there.
After AI.
I'll put you above where you are now.
Okay, thanks.
Do you have any final questions or comments or feedback or any messages to the listeners who've made it up to episode number 92?
Oh, is this 92?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's my birthday. You know that, yeah?
Yeah, I do know that.
Yeah, okay.
92.
No, wow, that's amazing. And you still have like your listeners have grown?
Listeners have grown. They're continuing to grow.
People are listening to you and more people want to listen to you?
Clearly, that's what the numbers are telling us.
I'd like to see the stats. I want to see specifically the episodes that Nish and I did.
Your episode's done really well.
And that's where your listeners come from?
We've seen a bump after that, so it's definitely done really well.
All right. No, that's great. And we're about to get interrupted.
Okay, thank you. But yeah, I also want to say thank you. Thank you to Gagan.
You're welcome.
She's no, on a serious note though, it's been.
Are we having a moment?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I think no, but 92 episodes is not easy
Sorry.
to do.
No, sorry. I didn't mean
It's
to
not. It's
not
not.
acknowledge
It's
that.
not. It's not easy to do.
No,
that.
it's not. That's amazing.
Yeah. So thank you.
Especially like you guys both have kids and partners and full-time jobs.
Yep.
Like I've literally seen you do it when you've been unwell, running on low sleep, and you've put the baby down because I was probably unwell, and you've had to do all that by yourself, and then you go and you record an episode. I don't know how you do it, but I do see how much more energized and excited you are when you talk about the podcast. And like when I listen to you, also to you and Mick talking, like you guys are like, it's just a whole different like energy level than obviously like how you talk about with work and stuff.
Well,
So
it's thanks to you that I'm able to do it. So many thank you. I'm sure our listeners are grateful that this is possible. And you are enabling it to keep going.
Oh,
so you could shut it down at any point.
Well, also you could just easily just get me my bag.
Okay, all right.
And that will call it even, yeah?
I think that's us.
Yeah, the listeners are going to start telling you that too.
Please keep all your feedback, your questions like the one that you had today coming in. If you want more of Gagan on the podcast, also let us know that and we can make that happen. We will see you same time next week. Share the struggle, find the funny, and see you later, people. Bye.
Peace out.
That sounded like pizza out.
Peace out.
Peace out. Bye.